the untold battle for balance. The tension between majesty and survival. Kenya, the shimmering heart of Africa, is more than just a land of landscapes. From sun-kissed savannas stretching beyond the horizon to emerald forests dripping with life, every corner tells a story of survival, beauty, and balance. But hidden beneath the postcard scenery lies a struggle that few outsiders truly grasp. On one side stand Earth's loftiest ambassadors, giraffes, towering icons whose very presence transforms horizons into moving works of art. On the other side lurks a darker threat, wild boars invading farms and villages, leaving ruin in their wake. Add to this the surging ostrich populations of South Africa, turning highways into racetracks of chaos, and you begin to see a continent wrestling with questions no one can ignore. How do we protect nature's majesty without sacrificing human safety? How do we preserve ecosystems without pushing communities into poverty? This is the story of balance, conflict, and coexistence. And today, we dive deep into the beating heart of Africa's most pressing wildlife battles. Chapter 1: The Gentle Giants of Kenya, Blessing or Burden. Roughly 25,000 to 30,000 giraffes stride across Kenya's plains, forests, and drylands. They are the tallest living creatures on Earth, ambassadors of elegance, patience, and survival. Their heads brush the treetops, their strides turn savannas into living tapestries. But behind the awe, their presence carries weight. A single adult giraffe consumes up to 65 pounds of leaves and shoots daily. Thanks to their legendary necks, they pluck treetop buffet unreachable to others. In doing so, they keep forests airy, create nesting space for birds, and clear ground for saplings. Yet, as populations swell in fragile ecosystems, the balance tips. Research warns, giraffes can strip over half of a tree's foliage within days, suffocating photosynthesis. Tree death rates climb by 8 to 12%, and without seedlings to replace elders, the canopy thins. What follows is soil erosion, desertification, and collapsed ecosystems, especially in northern Kenya's drylands. So the question becomes, how do we safeguard both giraffes and their habitat? Chapter 2: The Science of Giraffe Stewardship. Scientists, rangers, and communities have built a toolbox of solutions. Satellite collars. Giraffes are fitted with GPS trackers, allowing real-time mapping of grazing pressure. Rangers now detect hotspots before vegetation crashes. Habitat corridors. Linking fragmented reserves gives giraffes room to move naturally, spreading browsing evenly. Community incentives. Ecotourism dollars reward villages that protect grazing grounds. Each giraffe seen by tourists brings revenue directly to locals. Last resort population control. When relocation is impossible, Kenya's government uses strictly regulated, quota-based hunting. Independent audits ensure the science dictates, not greed. Bold truth. Conservation is no longer about saving every animal at all costs. It is about saving ecosystems so both wildlife and humans can thrive. Chapter 3: The Controversy of Giraffe Hunting. Each year, Kenya issues around 150 giraffe hunting permits, mostly to international hunters from the US, Australia, and Europe. This is not random slaughter. It is a science-driven policy. Permits focus on areas where giraffes exceed ecological limits. Revenue from permits, millions annually, funds habitat restoration, anti-poaching, and community projects. Hunters face strict rules: general hunting license, specific giraffe permit, fees between $1,200 to $2,500, and oversight by the Kenya Wildlife Service, KWS. Hunters use .375 H&H Magnums, .458 Winchester Magnums, or .416 Remington rifles, high-caliber weapons chosen for clean, humane impact. About 15% attempt bow hunting, requiring precision few can master. This controlled system protects ecosystems, but it also ignites debate. Should giraffes ever be hunted? Can economic gain justify killing iconic animals? Chapter 4: Wild Boars, Kenya's Hidden War. Just before sunrise, the battle begins. Not against lions, not against elephants, but against wild boars. They tear into cornfields, flatten stalks, rip soil, and leave ruin behind. With tusks like daggers and bodies weighing 90 to 400 kilograms, they are not livestock gone astray. They are invaders. Globally, boars cause $1.5 billion in crop damage annually. In Kenya, they devastate maize harvests, the very food families depend on. They spread diseases, destabilize ecosystems, and charge without fear. Farmers cannot face this alone. And so the hunts begin. The hunt, a fight for survival. Hunters rise before dawn, rifles and dogs at the ready. Teams track herds by broken stalks and deep prints. A shadow in the corn, one shot, one clean drop. But often, it's not that simple. Boars don't flee. They fight. Charging at hunters with 40 miles per hour fury, tusks capable of tearing flesh. Every hunt is not sport, it is survival. From cornfields to mountains, from ambushes to helicopter pursuits, wild boar hunts in Kenya are part of a larger war to defend farms, families, and food security. Chapter 5, Wild Boar Hunting Tactics. Dogs, packs flush out herds, pinning down boars long enough for hunters to act. Ambushes, feed troughs lure them into kill zones. Helicopter hunts, expensive but effective in remote areas, neutralizing entire herds. Ground hunts, cost-effective, repeated regularly, and deeply personal. Hunters can remove 10 to 15 boars in a single day, yet the herds return. It is a war of endurance, not a single battle. Bold highlight, this is not glory, not games, but necessity. Leave boars unchecked, and Kenya's farmland collapses. Chapter 6, Ostrich Explosion, South Africa's New Crisis. Now, shift south to South Africa. Here, the threat is stranger, faster, and feathered, ostriches. With populations growing 12% annually, these giant birds, capable of 50 miles per hour sprints, are turning highways into chaos zones. Viral videos show them chasing cyclists and sprinting alongside cars. At up to 350 pounds, one ostrich collision can be fatal. Annual ostrich-related damages now top $1.2 million, medical bills, vehicle repairs, and agricultural losses. Chapter 7, Controlled Ostrich Hunting in South Africa. The South African government responded with regulated ostrich hunts. Permits required in provinces like Gauteng and Northern Cape. Firearm licenses only after 35-day background checks. Season, April-July, avoiding breeding times. Hunters use .416 Rigby rifles or similar, ensuring fast, humane kills. Each hunter can remove 12 to 18 ostriches per day, adding up to 6,000 removed since 2019. The results? Over 800 road collisions prevented. Population stabilized. Jobs created via ostrich meat and leather industries, generating $18 million annually. Chapter 8, Meat Utilization, From Field to Table. Unlike wasteful hunts of old, today's conservation hunts utilize every part. Meat, lean, protein-rich, now exported worldwide. Skin, fashion and industry. Byproducts, animal feed, oils, and fertilizers. This closed-loop system ties ecology, economy, and community together. Chapter 9, The Larger Lesson, Balance Above All. From giraffes to boars to ostriches, Africa's story is not one of simple heroes and villains. It is a story of balance. Too many giraffes, forests collapse. Too many boars, farms collapse. Too many ostriches, roads collapse. The hard truth, nature does not forgive imbalance. Conclusion, your voice matters. Wildlife management is no longer just a ranger's duty. It is a global conversation. Every tourist, every viewer, every policy, every comment counts. Do you believe regulated hunting has a role in conservation, or should we move toward non-lethal solutions only? Type balance if you support a mixed approach. Type no guns if you believe Africa can phase out hunting entirely. And remember, protecting giraffes today, controlling boars now, and managing ostriches wisely is not just about animals. It is about safeguarding Africa's horizons for generations to come. Like this video, subscribe to Vendor and Wildlife, and stay with us on the front line.